Hey there everybody, this is NihonTiger, and welcome to NihonTiger on NeoCraft. And if you haven't guessed by now, this is a Minecraft video series, and we are on the NeoCraft server, which is the official Minecraft server of the NeoGAF community. And we are here at my little fortress that is still under construction. Has been for I guess almost a year now. I did take some time off the game, and I've come back and decided I'm going to actually finish this first and foremost. And as far as how big I want to make this fortress, you can see there's the rail line down there. As far as how big I want to make this, I want to make it actually so that it covers the entire mountain here. And then that will be a tower right there. And then hopefully I'll get it so that it kind of branches across to that mountaintop. And we'll have another tower right over there. And then maybe we'll build one right over there too. Maybe even back there. And there's also kind of plans at some point to maybe build another bridge from this tower over to that platform, and then kind of extend it over there. So this thing's going to be huge when we get the whole thing done. But I kind of thought, you know, I've watched a lot of other streamers, and watched a lot of other video people, a lot of the Minecraft guys like Good, BWO, Kurt J Mac, Uso, Doc Down, and a couple of other guys, you know, YogsCast, Captain Sparkles, most of the big names. And I thought, you know, I think maybe I would like to do this at some point. And so here I am. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Oh my goodness, ow. Oh, no, 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 nope. Nope, nope. Oh, God, I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Oh, my goodness. No, no! No, go away, go away. Out, go away, go away. Now I'm withered. Ah, crap.
Everything is new again, walking with the permagrin, head so high. I'm back with you and all is right. Shaking on the apple tree, ticking off the honeybees, watch them fly. It's just like we never said goodbye.
Hey guys, what's up? It's NihonTiger. Welcome back to NihonTiger on NeoCraft. And look at this place. This is another portal. I just wanted to come here start of the episode because I know that it's different now. It looks very fancy. It looks a lot better. And I had nothing to do with this actually. I'm a little bit sad because my tunnel's been moved to the purple line when it should be on the orange, because I'm orange. You know, that makes sense. But yeah, I'm right over here. See what else to Willie's down here. Willie's been working on it. I know what he's doing right now. He's down here. Busy doing his thing. Not quite sure what he's doing. Ah. He's fighting pigmen and putting the ceiling together. Very cool, very cool. So I'm gonna leave him to do that for now. I promised him at some point I would come and help him out with some of the design stuff. He's just putting kind of some basic design elements down here for the different hallways. Yeah, I think I can help him out with some more aesthetics. But let's go to our Fancy Pants portal, which is still quite a ways down here. So, I should mention that today is a very special day. I've kind of been hyping it up all week. I'm trying to stall for time because there it is right over there. Okay, it's on the left here. There we go. I do like how this is now all nice and dug out for me, so it's kind of connecting to both ends of the tunnels. So this is what I did last time, and then this is the old tunnel and the new tunnel, and it looks all nice and fancy. I like it, but I'm distracting. I'm being distracted. I'm getting distracted. Go through the portal, please. Thank you. Yeah, we are celebrating 2 years. Yay! Yay! I don't know why I'm I almost said something dirty there. I almost said something dirty there involving meat and shaking, and oh crap, I said it anyways. But yes, this is the 2-year anniversary of the NihonTiger on NeoCraft, which was my first series, so it's my 2-year official, as I like to call it, not YouTube. So Puppet's on. Hey, Puppet. But this is officially at least by my own timekeeping standards, officially my 2-year anniversary. YouTube will disagree because YouTube will say that it was about almost a week and a half ago, because I made my account, but I didn't make a video for about a week and a half. So, or I didn't upload it for a week and a half because I was dumb and whatnot. But yes, 2 years ago today was the very first episode of this series, and has been going, some might say strong, some might say suspiciously strong ever since. But let's see if I can find, I want that axe. I'll take that axe and we'll just combine the two axes. By your powers combined, I am now a stronger axe. Okay. Whatever. But do I have I do not have a crafting table. I'll take my crafting table from here. But today is a day in which we will celebrate my 2-year anniversary by starting work on the interior of the main keep tower, which is this big old thing you see over here. You've been looking at for some time. I think it's time we got started working on that because I want to move in. I want my bed there. I want to stop going back to spawn every time I die. So, yeah, we're going to be working on this for the next little while. Aha, interesting. So I'm going to have to... Am I going to have to lower the floor slightly? I might have to. Okay, so... Yeah, so to pass the time while I'm doing this, I'm also... This is where the fun part comes in. I'm also going to be doing a Q&A with your questions. The questions that some of you have asked me, serving as kind of the backdrop for this fun celebration. And oh crap, I don't want to do that. That's gonna leave. That's gonna be ugly. No. There we go. That's better. Okay. So, yes, your magnanimous, awesome questions. I need a shovel. Why don't I have a oh yeah, that's right, because my shovel broke while I was getting all the dirt off the top of the enchantery over there. That's why. So, yeah, that's why I don't have a shovel anymore. Because I also made it out of stone because I'm an idiot. I may want to get an iron shovel this time. But yes, I have received about 20 or so questions from people. Some people asked multiple questions. Some people asked very long questions. Some people asked very short questions. And some people asked stupid questions, which I will answer. But I will probably not dignify with much of a response. Because they were just silly. Ridiculously silly. So, tough luck. But I thought we would start with the kind of the ridiculous questions first. Just get those out of the way because those are going to be easy to answer. So, first question from my friend Drew on the Vintage Beef fan server, also known as Drewson up to 43. His question is simply, why? The answer is because. And let's see, who else? Demon Slayer 98EA, aka EA, from Madhouse group that I'm in, has asked me true or false. The answer is yes. And then, of course, also from the Madhouse, have Aaron Red 345. Has anyone really been far even as decided to use even go want to do look more like? See, you have chosen a popular meme from 2 years ago as your question. So I will say yes, and please choose better memes for your questions next time if you're going to try and pull that crap on me. I'm too old for this crap. So, silly questions out of the way, garbage stuff out of the way. Let's get to the actual questions that have actual answers to them, that aren't just me saying yes or no. So, first question, or first batch of questions, is from the guy who is the admin on this server, the guy who owns this server and has put it together for me for the better part of, well, has put it together for me, but for the community on GAF for the better part of 2 years. That would be the Wise Arc, okay, Arcano. And he asks me, what was your first build? Who is your favorite admin and why is it Arc? Favorite build on NeoCraft that isn't yours, and favorite build on GAFland that isn't yours. So what was my first build? My first build was, if you remember back to the time I went toward my alpha world for my 3-year Minecraft anniversary, that house that I built underneath the waterfall is probably what I would consider my first build. It's just basically a really crappy little house with 2 very crappy towers on it, and it's completely and totally something that if I had the chance to, I would totally rebuild it, because I could do so much better now. And now that I understand how to do things like make circles and domes and not make everything square or a cube. These are things I did not know at one point, and as weird as that seems, I think if I did have a chance to kind of go back and redo some of the stuff, like even my first NeoCraft house, I probably would go ahead and redo it, because I know I can definitely do better now. So the second part of that question, second question really, is who is your favorite admin and why is it Arc? Well, the answer is my favorite admin is actually Charlie. No, I'm kidding. Nah, I really don't have a favorite admin on really any server, because I like them all equally. I'm not too picky. They all do wonderful good things, whether it's Olmok or Tib or any of the people who are doing Minecore like Berg and Munch or Dark or, you know, goodness, I could say any number of admins and any number of servers. They all do a good job. What's not to like about that, right? I have to block that up. Okay. But to answer why it's Arc, it's because he has spent so much time and so much effort in putting together the server and helping maintain it, and I wouldn't be doing this series if I wasn't here. So, good on ya, Arc. Good on ya. Good admin person, ya. And the other 2 questions are related to favorite builds on either of the servers. The older NeoCraft server and the newer server, which is right here in GAFland. And, oh, I broke my shovel already. Really? Really? Dang it. Bugger. So I'm going to go get some more stuff. But should probably bring more sticks over here too while I'm thinking about it. My favorite build on the old server, I mentioned this recently, is Artist Dude's Harvester, because it really is like the perfect combination of form and function. It does so much stuff. There's so much you can go there and do. Just farming wise, you can farm animals and crops and trees and wheat's a crop. You can fish there, and there's a mob drop, and it's just, there's so much you can do at that one spot that, you know, you would think that it would look kind of janky and ugly and have all these weird things hanging off them, like there would be no style to it, but it's just so beautifully laid out and beautifully designed
as a, this kind of almost like a flower shape to it, where you have each of the petals is kind of a different little aspect, different part. One has where all the animals are, one has trees, and it's just such a beautiful design when you look at it from above, and it just works so well. Like, I wish that I could have done something that awesome. I wish I could have designed something that awesome just as a general farm for everybody. I think it's probably as close to being almost like a perfect kind of layout for a community farm as I could possibly imagine. And on here, which is the Gafland server, I got asked what is my favorite build on here. Oh, that's a good one. There's a lot of good builds on here. A lot of people, very, very good builders that we've had kind of join the community in the past couple months. I do have to say it's probably Crispy's Theater, which I showed off in my world tour. He's got a very nice theater. I think he based it off a real world theater as well. And it's got working lights. It's got a little dropper that drops roses onto the stage. It didn't work when I was there, but I've seen it work since, and it's just great. I asked Crispy in the community thread about how the heck he had so much time to build so much stuff, and he kind of is. I guess he's one of those people who measures twice, cuts once kind of people, because that's he's very precise in his builds, and I guess he probably does something similar to what I do, which is he spends a lot of time trying to figure out the most precise way to build something, the most precise way to set up a build so that you spend a few amounts of hours building it, and you also probably spend a few amount of blocks configuring the whole thing. But it's pretty cool. It's a good build style, and I would like to, at some point here in the near future, probably work on a project with him if he's interested and willing. So I'll have to see if he's up for it. But let's see here. That answers Ark's questions. I'll save that question for last because it's important. Jelly Tom, my buddy Tom, has asked me a couple questions, which are: do you like jelly? What do you think about the Chivalry DLC? I found it meh. Actually, yeah, he just asked me those two questions. Okay. So first off, do I like jelly? It depends on the jelly. Just gonna say that as my answer. It depends a lot on the jelly. There are some types of jelly that I don't really like. I do not like grape jelly very much. I do not like much grape stuff in general. So I don't really like too much. I do like strawberry jam. Strawberry jam is fine. Apple jelly or apple butter. I do not like that stuff at all. And I know some people who really do. Some people in my own family who like that stuff. But me, no. I want nothing to do with that. Thank you very much. That stuff is gross. Meringue. I've never really had meringue. I'm not really much of a fan of it. But usually if it's a type of berry jam, specifically if it's a red type of berry jam, so raspberry and strawberry, I'll be down for that. But like blueberry, I don't really like blueberries much anyways. I've just never liked the taste. I love raspberries though. Raspberries are great. So that would be my answer to that. It depends on the jelly. It also depends on what I'm having it on. So toast is good, but just regular bread, no. And peanut butter, heck no. Not peanut butter and jam sandwiches. I really like to have just the peanut butter sandwich if I can have it. So that's for jelly. What do you think about the Chivalry DLC? I have not played the Chivalry DLC, unfortunately. I would like to. I'd like to give it a shot. It's the Deadliest Warrior DLC with the Vikings and the Samurai. I have a feeling that as Tom mentioned, it might be a little meh. Just because, you know, you can throw anything together and be like, ooh, ninjas make everything cool. No, not necessarily. Ninjas don't necessarily make everything cool. They can make a lot of things cool, though. Definitely can make a lot of things cool. But not everything. So, yeah, oh, a little bit of server lag there. This is what you get when your server is based in the UK and you're based in the US. Also, sometimes it just kind of lags in general. Alright, so let's see. Good question here from Joville783, and Joville asks, live streaming versus YouTube videos, and what is the best event you have ever been a part of? So I'm guessing he asks whether I like YouTube or live stream better, and what is the best event I've ever been part of. Now, there are a lot of ways you could answer the best events question. I'm going to stick to Minecraft, and I'm also going to say two things. I'm going to kind of put two different answers here on this, because it depends on if you ask if it's Minecraft related or in the game. So Minecraft related, obviously, I'm going to say Minecon last year. That's probably, for various reasons, the best event that... Oh, a little bit of lag again. Best event I've ever been a part of. I found some coal. Yay. Very nice. This is actually going to make my tower a little bit taller too, isn't it? I don't think in my designs I've actually equated having the tower be up. There she goes again. I'm gonna have to make another shovel. Oh, I'm going through shovels like they're made of candy. Which those would be awful shovels, by the way, if they were made of candy. Hey, Kuroba's on. Hey. Always nice to see people come on. So now that was the answer for best event I've been part of, just in general. It has to do with Minecraft, but the best event within Minecraft. Gonna say Season 8 of WMC, if only because that was the one I finally won after having basically, for better or for worse, blown Season 7 when I had the opportunity to win it in my first try. I didn't really like... I had spent a couple weeks, it had been about a month or two between UHCs, and I spent that whole time stewing. I spent that whole time stewing when I realized how close that I was to actually winning that first time I played. And it's kind of sad because some people have been like, oh, well, Nihon's going to win because he's just going to get some kind of weird first-timer's luck. And they were almost right. But, yeah, I really, really wanted to come back and win. And just the manner in which I played that game, the fact that I got to play the exact kind of style I wanted to play, the exact way I most enjoy playing UHC. Had great teammates, great final fight, got a kill. I mean, really, that whole thing could not have gone any better. It was just like perfection. And as much as I loved Terra Firma Crack, and I almost answered that as being the one that I would have said, yes, that was my best event. I'm going to have to say WMC Season 8, because just as someone who enjoys kind of the PvP, UHC stuff a whole lot, winning something that notable within the UHC community really made me happy. It really kind of made me feel like I could actually do this after, so many times I'd tried and I'd failed before with other things and come close, and I had a long streak of having a lot of second place finishes. I was kind of tired of being second, so winning that was a huge deal for me. Especially winning that and being the Iron Man that season. I'll put the chest down here so you can pile away some stuff. So, thank you for asking that question, Joe. I really appreciate that. But gonna hop on to my next question, which is from my buddy Hint Shade, and Hint is asking me if you could be in any anime cartoon world, what would it be and why? And that is a good question. That is a good question. It's a very tough question. Oh my goodness. You know, it's like asking me to pick a favorite child if I had like multiple children. I don't have multiple children. I'm not the kind of dad you would see. I'm not even a dad, but I'm not the kind of guy you would see on Maury. You know, you are the father, and then the mom gets up and dances, or you know, you're not the father, and then the dad does like this weird little dance. He's like, "Oh, I'm not the father." Oh, I'm distracting myself. But what cartoon world, anime world would I? Something just broke. Was that must have been armor that was breaking on the skeleton or something. Interesting. I've never heard that happen before. But what cartoon world would I want to be a part of? Oh my goodness. I'm just thinking here, I'm gonna have to think out loud, so not Thundercats, not Captain Planet, anime. Not Ghost in the Shell, not Inuyasha, not Ranma, not Cowboy Bebop. That's close one though. Not Gundam, any of the Gundams, or Sailor Moon, or let's see, gosh, what else? Not Persona, no. Goodness, no. I like Persona, but I think I would go insane. This bad boy's gonna break, yep. Okay. So, this is a really tough question. This is me having to think a lot, and I'm kind of stumped at the moment. It's like, Transformers? No, not really. I can't really think of a world I would rather be a part of, unless you're going to count... No, I'm not going to say that. That's cheating. If I'm going to cheat, I would say Pokemon. I would say the Pokemon universe. Just because I'm sure I would be a Pokemon trainer. I'm sure I would have just, jumped head first into doing that if it were a real thing. If it were like a real thing, like tomorrow morning I woke up and you could train Pokemon and go out and be, the greatest in the world at doing that, I would be like, alright, I'm quitting my job, I'm going to go train Pokemon. And people would be looking at me like, what the hell are you talking about? But I would totally do it. I would absolutely 100% do it. Plus you do have Gary Oak. He is the coolest. Not really. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the cheaty answer and say a Pokemon, which is kind of a cop out because it's actually more of a video game world. But I think I'd be even okay with the animated series world. I think it's pretty much the same thing, but I think I'd be all right with that. So next question. Aha, yes, I'll answer this one. My good friend Rosie, aka Axel Rosie, aka one of the most awesomest people in the universe. I'm very glad is a friend of mine. She has asked me, do you own a tiger onesie? If not, have you considered getting one with one of her trademark smiley faces after it? So, do I own one? No. Have I thought of getting one? Yes. Yes, I have thought about it. And for those of you who don't know what a onesie is, it's kind of like you know how Pyro has his dragon costume that he has? It's kind of like that, except it would be obviously a tiger. And I've thought about it, but if I did, it would have to be one that was made. So I might have to have somebody make it for me, because I would want it to be my Minecraft skin. just basically just like my hoodie is. So that's kind of the same idea, except it would be actually the entire thing. And I would have to make sure too that it looked just like the skin, and I had the tail on it and everything. But I don't know if I could wear it to Minecon. That would be really tough to get on an airplane, very hard to explain. Though on the other hand, I did wear my hoodie to the airport in Columbus, and a lot of people really liked it for some reason. They thought it was really adorable, even though no one asked me where it was from, or oh my goodness, no, 8, no, I will avenge you. But yes, I have indeed thought about the possibility of acquiring one in the future. I might have to wait as far as things that I would like to buy and things I have to budget for. I have trips coming up, and more importantly, I have to buy a new car at some point because I've mentioned this before, but it's been getting worse lately. My car is very much starting to show its age. I'm starting to get very worried about driving it, and I'm trying to find excuses to, like, for example, if I can ride my bike to work, because I live right down the street from work. So if I can ride my bike to work, I do that nowadays because it's nicer out, it's better for me, and it means I don't have to drive that car and have something break on me. And the short distance I have to go to work, it's not really worth it. So I'm going to have to wait on getting one if I do get one. But thank you for asking, Rosie. I'm very, very happy and very flattered with the question. Very happy being a fan of your artwork and a good friend. So, next question comes from a guy I know who's watching this video because he watches my videos pretty regularly, MC Colonel. And he asks me, Nihon, what is your favorite mod? So he's talking about modded Minecraft, and this is going to be a shock to people, so hold on to your butts here. I don't know if you're ready for this answer, guys. My favorite mod is NeoCraft. Oh no! Oh no, my goodness, oh no! I'll actually talk about a couple of my favorite mods here, because it would just kind of be disingenuous, I think, to say my favorite mod is NeoCraft, and thank you for asking. Next question. I'm also trying to decide right now if I want to use the spruce or oak to go with the dark oak on the floor pattern here, not floral pattern. Floral indicates flowers. This does not have anything to do with flowers. This has to do with floors. So let's see, how do I want to lay this out? So this is from one side. You had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It's gonna be 19. Okay, 19 by 19. So I want this to be like kind of a 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then see this 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4. Oh, where'd Art go? Huh? Sounds like he got bored or something there. Just kind of took off. 2, 3, 4. So, if you want to guess what the pattern's going to be on the floor, you probably have guessed that it is indeed the stripes I have on my arms. So, like, those stripes are going to be kind of the floral pattern, the floor pattern. Dang it, I'm going to keep saying floral. I know I'm going to keep saying floral, and it's going to confuse me a whole lot. But while we go and chop down the trees here, I'll talk a little bit about the modded Minecraft. So, obviously, NeoCraft is my favorite mod. And for purposes of the discussion, I'm going to include NihonTiger and all the other kind of NeoCraft add-on mods as being part of NeoCraft, because otherwise, NihonTiger would be like number 2, and oh, it's over there. Okay. I always forget where I put these things, so I have to go back across the bridge. But obviously, like all the Thaumic add-ons, there's like 4 Thaumic add-ons, and if I just went and said, okay, these mods are, it'd be like NeoCraft, Thaumic Tinker, Thaumic Exploration, Thaumic Warding. I don't think that's fair, you know, obviously to do that, because I would exclude a lot of different mods that are really awesome and I really want to talk about as being, you know, among my favorites. So Thaumcraft is 1, and then everything else after that kind of gets a little jumbled and it changes every once in a while. But Tinker's Construct is on there. Let's see what else. Tinker's Construct, Reliquary, Mistcraft, and I think I'm gonna go with Hats. Hats is being 5. Those are just you know, some of the great mods that are out there. But obviously, oh yeah, that's right, I wanted to come over here. I didn't come over here for sheep, I came over here for wood. Derp. So, I think that's a pretty good rundown of my top 5 fave mods. And of course, these are kind of liable to change at any time. It's a very good chance at some point that NeoCraft could come up and steal one of those spots. Or, you know, some other mod could show up and just be like so amazing that I'm like, I gotta play this, I gotta have this. There's a couple of times there, like Witchery and Advanced Genetics and Necromancy have kind of all been in that spot where it's been really close to being one of my favorites, but it didn't quite crack the top 5. So it's totally possible. It's totally possible. If you ask me this question next year, I'll have a completely different answer for you, Colonel. But thanks for asking that question. Let's see who is next. That would be Beast of MC, my buddy Beast from Minecore. And he asks me, where do NihonTigers live, and are they almost extinct? Well, NihonTigers live wherever they damn well please. Usually they like to live on top of mountains and castles. It's just kind of a thing that they do. They build them. And are they almost extinct? Well, the wonderful, or not so wonderful thing about NihonTigers is that... I can't believe I'm saying this. I am the only one. Hoo. I'm sorry. I apologize. That was kind of half-hearted. I really can't do the Tigger thing. So sorry, Ray. I know you're probably somewhere looking forward to that, because Ray does that all the time to me. He'll do the little Tigger laugh, and he'll get other people to do it, and he knows it kind of rubs me sometimes. So I'm sure he's probably somewhere like upset that I didn't do it. Okay, so these are actually supposed to be one more down. That's why the torch looked funny. I thought something was weird. So these gotta be one more down. Okay, that's fine. So something like that. There we go, and boop. Okay. But yeah, there's how many other people in the world have my name both in game and real life. So I'm kind of used to being one of a kind. But thank you very much, Beast, for asking your question. Much appreciated. And I want to move on to Daughter's question. And she asks, if you were a soup, what flavor soup would you be? Well, in theory, I'd probably be a tomato soup. You know, kind of hearty. But also probably because I drink a lot of tomato soup. Then I thought about that. I thought about that question a little bit more. And I think it would be kind of something a little more spicy. I don't really know of any spicy soups. But I'd be like maybe like a spicy bean soup or something like that. Just kind of got a little kick to my, taste. And not for everybody. Not necessarily a taste that is kind of a default taste that everybody loves. Everybody loves this spicy soup. It's kind of an acquired taste. And I would kind of say maybe like that my humor is a little bit sometimes an acquired taste. You have to kind of get used to it because it's a little deadpan and a little sarcastic and self-depreciating. But is that? Yeah, that's right. Okay. But yeah, I would definitely say it's like some kind of spicy bean, spicy meatball soup. Meatball soup. That's interesting. It probably is a real thing somewhere. I'm just trying to have fun, pretend that I'm making something up, but it's probably a real thing that actually exists out in the real world. You can go to like Pizza Hut and get it or something because it's, you know, cheap Italian food. Whatever. So, thank you very much for asking that question, daughter. I always appreciate seeing familiar faces. And speaking of familiar faces from the VentureBeef fan server, Fallen Angel 78, also known as Zivador, from the VBFS has asked me a question. What is your most memorable moment in Minecraft? Again, kind of the same response I'll give for the best moments that I've had question, but best event I've ever been part of question, which is to say my most memorable moments, multiple, were second place, getting second place at the Minecon build contest. Let's see, WMCA, the final battle, and winning that is one of them. Terra Firma Crack, winning that, also one of them. You may notice a theme here. What else? Memorable. I don't think I have just a memorable moment. It's really hard for me to pick one because I've had so many moments that, you know, it's difficult. It's difficult to figure out just one thing that is incredibly memorable that's happened to this game. I have too many. I have way too many. Let me grab some of these saplings. There we go. But yeah, those are among the most memorable. And I would also put up there, I would also put completing Ruins of the Minecrackers 2 as being a memorable moment, because that was the first time I ever beat any sort of CTM map, and I did it all myself. And I just felt really accomplished at the end of that, and I just had a lot of fun putting together like the last 5 to 10 minutes of that video that I did with the actual quote-unquote ending to the map. You know, I just thought that was, for a while, I thought that was probably the single best thing that I ever put together on YouTube. And if you haven't seen it, you probably should check it out. It's the last episode on my playlist for the Ruins of the Minecrackers 2 playthrough. I had a lot of fun putting that together, and it was something I really enjoyed doing. I love doing that kind of stuff. But thank you very much for asking that question, Fallen. And somebody who asked the question is on here right now. Puppet asked the question. He asked me, for an average 30-minute video, how long does the process take from recording to editing to uploading? That's a good question, actually. I guess he's kind of curious about how long this takes me to do a usual NeoCraft episode, which is usually about 30 to 35 minutes. I try to aim for 30, but I usually completely overshoot it. Like right now, this is about 40. I don't care how long this one is. I'm just going to keep going because, hey, it's my episode, and it's my special. I promise it probably won't be an hour. But how long does it usually take? Well, to record, so let's say, for example, let's go with 30 minutes as our episode length. Let's say it's 30 minutes. Now to record that, you need a little bit of time ahead of time and a little bit of time after time, and maybe depending on the number of edits you have, you might have maybe 1 or 2 edits where you might edit out 5 or 10 minutes here and there. So a recording session itself would take usually between I would say depending on, if it's a straight shoot episode, if it's a straight shoot episode, it'll take 30 minutes if it's just one take. If it's slightly longer than one take, if there's some editing involved, it may be closer to 45 minutes of recording, maybe up to an hour. On rare occasions where it's a very long form episode, it might be like an episode where I start building something and then it's like a montage, like here I've built this and now I've built this and so forth and so on. That might take a couple hours worth of YouTubing and whatnot. But the editing part, usually editing will take me, depending on the episode, it'll take me, depending on the episode and how much editing I'm having to do, anywhere between half an hour and an hour. I've gotten a lot quicker thanks to experience at work at kind of tightening up and shortening how I edit. But the more stuff I have to layer on top, the longer the process takes. So, for example, the episode I did where I did all the fancy stuff with this is all, the 6 Degrees of Neon episode is the one I'm talking about. The extra editing I took with all the text and getting it to line up took me an additional 45 minutes to do basically all of that text editing and making sure I had everything spelt right and making sure it made sense and flowed and whatnot. It definitely took me some additional time to set all of that up. Processing will take anywhere between 20 minutes and close to an hour. And then upload will take anywhere between about 40 minutes and then up to, I think the longest I've had to wait for an upload has been it's been close to 3 hours. But that was when my connection was really bad and really slow. So from start to finish, you're looking at about, for a half an hour episode, you're looking at about anywhere between 3 and 6 hours, maybe 3 and 6 hours, depending on how long episode is, how long it takes to edit, how much additional work I have to do. And that's not even thumbnails. Thumbnails don't take too long. It takes 5 minutes because I use a template that I made. So it's fairly easy to set that up. But you're looking at a considerable amount of time that I'm spending editing and just going back and making sure my edits all line up and making sure that everything is transitioning smoothly. I think I want to do something here, but yeah, it's a pretty lengthy process. So sometimes it'll be sometimes very short and sometimes very long. I usually tend to try and make it a little bit shorter to try and make it easier on myself. But so let me, if I can, make a quick cut here, and I'll be right back. I have to go get a drink of water. Okay, so we're back, and have a few more questions to answer. So first off, Colonel has got another question for me. He's asking me, are you a single sneezer, a double sneezer, or a baby sneezer where you can run off about 4 or 5 sneezes in a row? Which I think 6 is kind of a baby sneezer. She does that thing where she's like, achoo, achoo, kind of thing, where it's like a bunch of little sneezes in a row. I'm not usually a single sneezer. I usually just do one sneeze and that's it. Occasionally, if it's really bad and something's really kind of bothering me, it might be a double sneeze, but usually a single one will take care of the issue at hand. So, thank you for your questions, Colonel. They were very interesting. Oh wait, no. He had a third question. He had 3 questions. I have one more from him. He also asked maybe something more relevant. Operation Supply Drop does some great things, as do most charity stream events for their respective charities. Much of the donations are sourced through Twitter. I followed them for a portion of their weekend event and ended up unfollowing them a couple of hours later because I was inundated with tweets and retweets that just seemed a lot like spam, including a raid on the rock to donate. What are your thoughts on the Twitter spam in these sorts of events? What do you think is too much? And should we feel guilty for unfollowing in these situations? So, my thoughts on Twitter spam are, there is a point kind of where it becomes overkill and you want to kind of make sure you're not getting to that point. So basically, if you're tweeting out constantly, especially if you're asking for things like retweet, like I hate the ones that are like retweet this 1,000 times to, do something like not necessarily contests that ask you to retweet, but like people who are asking for retweets just for the sake of getting retweets. I don't really like that too much. I think it's kind of crappy. Which is kind of I kind of get to that next point as well. When is too much? Too much is if you're inundating your subscribers and in fact clogging up their feed with your tweets. So usually when I try to tweet stuff out, I try to be kind of cognizant of the fact that I don't want to take over somebody's feed. If every other tweet is from me, then I'm doing it way too much, and that's bad. It's bad for me. It's bad for people that follow me because they're not able to follow what their friends are saying if all I'm saying is, hey, look, guys, look, I'm doing the thing, and now I'm going to do this, and now I'm doing that, and we should all go do this, and blah, 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 blah. It's just kind of really easy for people to go overboard on tweeting about things that are going on, and tweeting to be like, hey, retweet this for my friend, and blah, 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 blah. It's really easy to do that. So he also asked me if you should feel guilty for following someone who's kind of overkilling on tweets. My answer to that is no. You should always kind of do something that you feel like, if you feel somebody's doing like way too much tweeting and it's kind of clogging up your tweet feed with a bunch of crap you don't want, then yeah, you can go ahead and unfollow them. You shouldn't feel bad about that. You do have to keep in mind that even if it's someone who's popular, someone you're subscribed to, heck, even if it was me, if I was, in a situation where I was just doing like constant tweets about, oh my god, I'm doing this thing, it's so awesome, everybody tweet about this. If I was doing that, if I was just kind of being annoying and whatnot, I would think that if it were up to me, I would unfollow myself. If I was, obviously if I was not, that's a weird thing to say, I would unfollow myself. But no, I would, if it were me and I was dealing with people who were tweeting that much, I would definitely unfollow them. And I have in the past. I don't really unfollow people too much. I usually try to pick people and follow people who are my friends or who I know are people that are going to be sensible about how they handle social media. So, yeah, usually it's not much of a problem for me to deal with, but you shouldn't feel bad about unfollowing someone who is annoying you with their social media statuses every 5 minutes. If you feel that it's kind of bad enough that you need to do that, then go ahead and do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that, because you're not obligated to follow anybody on Twitter. You're not obligated to have to, follow some guy who's going to be just annoying you with constant tweets about their dog or whatnot. So yeah, I think that was all the questions from Colonel. So thanks for asking those questions, Colonel. I much appreciate them. And thank you as well as everyone else who watches my videos. I always appreciate every single view and like and comment that I get, and I try to comment back on people when they comment on my videos. I think that's just the right thing to do. So I also have some questions from 13, aka 1101 base 2, and he asked me, when did you start gaming? What's the first game you remember playing? What's your favorite game right now? And what are you looking forward to most of all? And Xbox, PS, PC, or other. To answer all those questions quickly, Started gaming when I was about 3 years old, so I've been gaming now for about 25 years, starting on the Apple IIe, my dad's old Apple IIe. And I remember playing games like Load Runner, Choplifter, Carmen Sandiego, Miner 2049er, good stuff like that. My favorite game right now is Minecraft. What games am I most looking forward to? There's a game called Star Citizen that's coming out that I'm really hyped about. Definitely looking forward to that. Some other games coming out that I'm actually going to Let's Play next month. So I'm looking forward to them, and I don't really want to talk about them too much right now because I feel like if I do... Oh, I know what I want to do now. I know what I want to do. I just had an idea. That's dangerous. But, I don't really want to talk about them too much right now, because I kind of want it to be a little bit of a surprise. I'm going to be playing these games, because it's in a genre I haven't played on my channel before. So it's a genre I'm very familiar with and very much a fan of. I just haven't LP'd one yet, and I'm going to be doing it in the next month or so. So it's going to be the game that replaces Kerbal Space Program in the regular rotation on my channel, because I'm taking KSP off just for the summer, just to get some time to work on rockets and not have to worry about constantly having to spend my days during the summer building rockets when I probably am going to be doing a whole bunch of other stuff and won't have time to do it. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite games. Also on my favorite games list is F-Zero. Any of the F-Zero games, especially GX, but X, GX, the original, fuck Maximum Velocity, that's a horrible game. It's basically like everything that was bad about F-Zero, the original game, times 2. I don't like that one. It's very hard to control. Don't necessarily like it too much. And I used to be kind of more of a console gamer, so I would have said, if you asked me like 4 or 5 years ago, I would have said Xbox, but now I'm going to say PC, because that's mostly what I play on nowadays is PC. So let's see, I'm going to come up to like here. Do that. I'm going to break all of these out. Probably know where I'm doing with this, don't you? Probably know what I'm doing with this. Where is the sticks? Sticks. There's the sticks. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. It's another one of my many references you probably didn't get if you're not old enough. But, yes. So I have one more question. I was saving it for the end. It's from Tib. Tib asked the first question. He actually asked a very good question. I wanted to save for the end because it's really relevant, and it actually ties in a lot with what I started to hint at in 13's question. So he asked, I got a good one for you. I got a good one for you that I was asked. I got a good one for you that I was asked at one time before. What are your long-term goals for YouTube, and how do you plan to achieve them? Okay, so that's why I'm saving this for last, because obviously I wanted to talk a little bit about what I was going to do for year 3, and this is the perfect way to tie into that. So, my long-term YouTube goal, my short-term goal over the next year is to get somewhere between 750 and 1,000 subs. And if I can go over 1,000, that would be splendiferous, and I would like it very much. I know it's going to be very tough, very hard, because now I'm getting to the point where I have to, start to really grow my channel at a much faster rate to get to 1,000 by next May. But my goals over the next year, I want to kind of keep diversifying my content so that I'm going to keep playing Minecraft as my main kind of LP kind of stuff, but I want to get out there and play some other games and kind of get to LP some stuff that people really haven't seen too much of or are not really familiar with, and just kind of expand people's horizons with gaming. Kind of figure out a way to do more, to become... Let's see how I can probably get up here and get rid of this stuff right now. But I kind of want to become a bigger YouTuber and a better YouTuber, someone who does more than just, makes a Minecraft LP, maybe makes, some videos from various servers every once in a while and does just maps. I kind of want to do it all. Modded, CTM maps, PvP stuff. I kind of want to do all of that. And I want to keep growing and keep getting better at all those things and keep kind of... Oh, that was stupid of me. Wouldn't be an episode without a derp, would it? But I kind of want to keep branching out into other genres. Obviously, I mentioned the one that I'm going to be doing. Oh. The time block lag saved me. But I kind of, I want to do more stuff, more videos, more games. I have a whole list of games I want to play that I haven't even gotten to scratch the surface of. But I kind of want to use YouTube just to show off that, all the things you can do, and kind of keep making people happy with the videos that I make. I think is a big thing. I think it's important that, not only do I make myself happy, but that I make other people happy too, and create something that is enjoyable for everybody. Now, I probably do have a target audience of a slightly older crowd than some of the other YouTubers out there. I know I still get some young viewers, but probably more of a, let's say, almost like a teenage crowd more than, just young kids, or just, just the 11 to 14-year-old kids being my kind of base. I kind of do want to be a YouTuber for everybody, especially for the fellow gamers like me that are kind of maybe older and who, maybe like a PewDiePie or Captain Sparkles or something like that doesn't always kind of lend themselves to being, someone who has an older audience. I kind of want to be the kind of YouTuber that those people could kind of sit back after work and relax. Maybe if you're old enough, you can have a drink, but maybe sit back, relax, have a snack or two, and just kind of sit back and chill, and just have someone who's there, who's always willing to talk and have fun, and just show you that, no matter how old you are, age-wise, it doesn't really matter, because as long as you're young at heart, that's kind of what really is the most important. I mean, that's the truth, isn't it, right? In the long run, age is definitely a number, and it's a number that you can kind of always not be stuck with if you just put forth the effort to always kind of keep a young mind and a young heart. But it's looking pretty good. I like this. I really like this floor. That looks awesome. But I plan to achieve them mostly by continuing to put out constant content, not contact. Constant Contact is a company. It's an email company. But put out content like every day. Try to keep changing things up to keep growing my channel. So don't necessarily jump on things that are kind of popular and new, but more kind of jump on things that I enjoy doing, because I think the people really respond best to... Oh, I keep falling off this damn thing. I think people really respond best to YouTubers that, or YouTubers and streamers that kind of do things that they really do enjoy and they really have a passion for, and they're not just playing like Black Ops 2 because it's popular and everyone else is doing it. So I want to do things that naturally come to be fun for me, and not forced, and not, you know, not doing this just because it's the popular thing of the week, I think is the big thing. So how is that going? There we go. But I do have some plans. I'm actually kind of ironing out my growth plans for the next year or so right now. So it's actually a pretty good question. And I don't have solid plans at the moment. I don't really have, you know, a 10-point plan how I'm going to grow my channel. So I'm trying to figure that out. But obviously original and entertaining content is a huge part of that, and that's something I'm going to have to keep doing and keep having fun. And I really want to, if I can too, start bringing more of my friends into it. I feel like I do too much stuff by myself, or I try to kind of force things to happen too much by myself. And I think that's part of my old mentality that I've had for so long. And I think it's something I just need to kind of say enough's enough with that. You got friends, why not have fun with them? So I hope that's something I can do more of. I hope I could do more collaborations, even if they don't necessarily bring me more views, because I like being around people. I'm a social person, and you know, if I can make it so that I'm playing with other people and enjoying it, and I can make something that is enjoyable for you and you want to subscribe to me as a result, then hey, everybody wins, right? Everybody wins. And so I think I got my thumbnail for my video, and I think I'm all set. So we have our floor done. And you actually saw that it took me almost an entire hour to do that. So that's actually, you know, that's actual time. It does take me forever to figure out how to do these things. It's not necessarily, especially when you don't have all the stuff with you. You have to go get it and run out and get it and go back. But yeah, I started with a dirt floor here, and now I've got kind of a nice opening for the tower, and I've got my floor in place, and it looks really cool. I like the fact that it's actually my Minecraft skin. That's what I was going for, and it looks very cool. I like it. So I would just like to say thank you guys for watching. Thank all of you who for the past 2 years have, whether or not you subscribed to me, thank you guys for watching this, for watching any video, for liking, for commenting, whatever you guys do to be an active part of this channel. I appreciate it. I never thought I would get to, never thought I would get to 500 subs in 2 years. I'll be totally honest with you. I thought I would still be struggling, especially when a year ago I had maybe 200, and I was lucky to have 200. And I really kind of thought that maybe this wasn't going anywhere, and eventually I'd have to kind of switch gears and do something else. But I'm just going to say I enjoy doing this, and I intend to stick around for a long time. And I'm going to hopefully next year I'll come back. I'll have 1,000 subs, or I'll have more than that. You know, if everything goes well, if everything goes really well, maybe I'll have more than that. But my voice is starting to go a little bit, so I'm going to rest it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Love you all. As always, good luck, good mining, have fun, and I will see you guys next time on NeoCraft. When we come back, we're going to be working more on the interior here. We're going to get the stairs going. We're going to get the... we do have some stairs that we have to go in here now. So we're going to get that started. We're going to get the next couple floors set up, and we're going to start working and getting toward having a bedroom finally in my house, which sounds crazy, but I don't have a bedroom in here yet. So take care, and I'll see you guys next time.